Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai.
Shai.
We're also going to give double honors to our apostles and our elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures. And salutations to all the Akim out there that pushes word in all truth and all sincerity. And we're just going to do a quick lesson on, these Israelites out there that, do everything for, Instagram, Facebook. These we call them the Instagram, Facebook prophets, man. These social media prophets, okay. And then we just found just a random photo, of just Israelites, okay. At a, looks like a feast, possibly Passover, who knows, okay. But you have a lot of people like this, okay. They get into this truth. Once they find out the truth, the men, they grow out these big beards. They get the nice garments, the matching garments with the rest of the brothers. Then you got the sisters that all of a sudden, they take out the weave, cut the hair, start growing their hair out, wear the head wrap, wear the dresses. And it's all for show, man. They're not really about serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai when it comes down to it, though, man. They're not really about, doing what's right and what's commanded of them. They don't really apply the scriptures, okay? Simple as that. And you have a lot of people out there. This is a fad for a lot of our people, okay? They're not really about being an Israelite. Because this is not an easy route. This is not an easy road. What does it say in the scriptures? It talks about the straight and narrow gate, man. All right? That straight and narrow path. Hey, we're going to go through a lot of difficulties, a lot of hardships, a lot of losses, okay?
That's right.
This is not a thing for show, okay? If you're really about this truth, you understand that this is not about for show. You're really trying to work out your salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay, you're trying to do what's commanded of you by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now we're gonna scripture in Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. So, as the scripture said, these people draw near. They draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips they do honor me. So basically, that's talking about lip service, man. You have a lot of people out there that, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Brakatah. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akwath. You have a lot of people like that, man. You have the sisters, Shalom, brothers, Shalom, Akim. You have a lot of people like that, man. Like I said, they got the head wrap on, got the long dress on. Like I said, the brothers got the big beards, the garments, with the studs on it. Hey, it's all for show, man. But in reality, as the scripture said, what does it say right here? But have removed their hearts far from me. Hey, because the worst people, man, that you find in this truth is really those that know that they're Israelites, those that are of the circumcision. Those are actually the worst people, man, that you come across. It's either this, they're the best people because they're actual true brothers, okay, in the faith, or they're the worst people because it's all a fad to them.
They aren't doing it in faith, man. They're doing it because it's like a movement to them, man. It's something that seems cool, and that's how people are, man. And it's the flesh, man. You can get entrapped in that for a moment, man. But if you really deal in the spirit, man, you'll push yourself away from that, and you're like, this is a righteous heritage, man. Like, this is the right thing to do. It's not just something that feels good, man, for the moment.
Want me to get some?
Get that Hebrews 9:1.
Hebrews 9. All right. Start at 1 to. Are we gonna go down further or no?
We're gonna read to read 9 to 4 and then skip to 10.
All right. Let's start with this. Hebrews 9:1. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service, and a worldly sanctuary.
Yeah, now it's about to list all of the worldly things that it had, man. Because worldly things attract people, man. Because we're in the world, man. And since we be in the world, things like what food attracts us, women, nice looking things, clothing, etc.
Verse 2, for there was a tabernacle made, the first wherein was the candlestick, and the tabernacle, it says, and the table, and the showbread, which is called the sanctuary.
So yeah, you had the showbread, you had the candlesticks of the menorah, which is the menorah. Man, you had a nice looking service. It's giving you the pinpoints of the visualization of how the priest table was set up. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and after the second veil, the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of all, which had the golden censer, and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and Aaron's rod that budded, and the tables of the covenant.
So yeah, it was a real beautiful setup right there, man. And then not to mention, you had the legends and the stories. Well, I'm not gonna say legends because it's like falsification, but you had the stories of the Exodus and all the things that Moses had did set up with this beautiful this beautiful whole system right here, man. You had the Aaron's rod. And and who he was. You had the story. It was like a museum, man. It was like going to a museum, and people would see that. Except it was something that was right there, more in your face, man. And it's something that would draw the people, man. And skip to verse 10. But these were all worldly sacrifices in of a sanctuary, man. These are things that would draw in people that weren't really in it, man. Because like Yahushua said in John 4, I can't really think of the verse. It's probably like 23rd, 24th verse off in there where it says, but the day will come when they will worship the Lord in spirit and in truth, man. The true believers will worship the Most High, man. Because it's not about all this shit. Like, yeah, man, we out there, we prophesying in sackcloth, man. The so-called brother that the brother had showed at the beginning of this video, man. He had the super nice garment. There's nothing wrong with having a nice garment, man. But it's getting caught up into that thing, like where you feel like somebody that's teaching the truth has to have super nice things, man. That's not what it's about, man. If you read in the scriptures, it's not about that. Like the prophets, they were rough, probably looked rough, probably had rough garments, man. Because the scripture says we supposed to prophesy in sackcloth anyway. But go ahead,
Salaki, let me get that for you.
Verse 10.
Yeah. Just trying to highlight it. Okay. Alright, this is Hebrews 9 and 10 now. It says, which stood only in meats and drinks, in diverse washings, and carnal ordinances, imposed on them until the time of Reformation.
Yeah, man. It says these carnal services, man, imposed on them until the time of Reformation. I'm gonna look that up real quick with that. Get the interlinear on that. Shit, you in it. You might as well get it.
Reformation.
Okay. Says, in the physical sense of making straight, restoring to its natural and normal condition. All right, go back. Yeah. What I was gonna say is the other one you're supposed to tap. Tap it again to go back to the linear because a few more words.
You want that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, which is now, man. This is a time of reformation. The Lord is reforming that service, man. It's like he can go ahead back to the scripture. What does verse 11 say? Yeah, read that verse, man.
All right, Hebrews 9 and 11 now. But Yahushua being come a high priest of good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building.
Yeah, that is to say, not of this building, man. Not of the actual physical temple, But He's the head of the temple of the church, which is the elect, man. The temple of the government and the future body, the future governing body of this new society that's to come, man. The kingdom that shall not be taken down, man. You know, that's the service that we come into, man. It's not a carnal service, man. You know, these guys, they desire to be seen, man, whether they know it or not. And half the time they probably don't know it or they're ignoring it, man. Because, you know, that's just the flesh, man. You're getting caught up into those things, man. Being super OR on the gram and you're not even following the right laws, man. These guys go super hard and be fucking wrong as fuck.
They don't have any discernment.
No discernment, no experience. Go ahead.
I was going to say that that's a huge thing. A lot of these guys don't have proper spiritual discernment. And that's a gift from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because you they got guys that are like super OR with, the law. Or you have guys that are, in a sense, like they're slack, you know what I'm saying, in concerning the law. You know? A lot of these guys don't have that proper judgment, man. You know? It's just, man, like I say, it's a gift. You know, when you through the Spirit, you know, when you have it, man, you can see it, man. Like, I can't necessarily tell you, I don't know how to word this properly, man, but it's a gift, man. I'll put it like that. To have the Spirit on you. That's all I can say. And brothers that have the Spirit, they understand that. Because when you see these other Israelite groups, it's like, it's a joke, man.
It really is, man.
It's a joke. You look at them like, well, what's wrong with this dude? You know, what's wrong with this woman?
And they be the type of people that want to reprove but can't be reproved with the sharpest fucking liners, man. Or the longest fucking dreads, man. And the most effeminate ass spirits, man. You know? But you guys want to get at us because we say the woman is supposed to have a place. And you guys say that too until we say it in the proper way. Till we break it down. You know, give you the right breakdown that a bitch ain't supposed to be prophesying, because that's what she is. You just made her into a bitch. You turned her into a bitch because you made her shameless, man. A shamefaced woman won't try to prophesy the way a man prophesied. You know, if she prophesied, she'll prophesy at home to her husband. Because hey, man, like the scripture says, if she would learn anything at home, let her learn it through her husband, man. Yeah, but y'all so concerned with trying to reinvent Deborah, trying to reinvent everything you've seen in the scriptures, man. And you're doing it the fucking wrong way because you're just trying to push this Israelite movement. It's not a movement, man. It's about the elect. Do you really want the truth to unfold and for the Lord to come back, man? Or do you just want to try to just make your own little storybook, man?
Okay. You got some?
Let's get that John.
You want?
Ironically, my scriptures was in 1 John, but that's it was just automatically in there. I wouldn't even try to go there. Let me go to John the 4th chapter since I had missed it.
John the 4:22.
Yeah.
And can you get that one though in the Samuels that I was talking about earlier?
Yeah. From 22, since you said 22 is the spirit. Read from 22 to 23. You said get that in 1 Samuel's up.
Yeah, if you can get that one, just so I know where it's at.
I got you. Should be like the 5th.
Salak. Here, let me get this. This is. I'm gonna start at 20 though. This is John 4:20. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way down to 24. This is John 4:20, and it reads, "Our fathers worshipped in this mount, and ye say that in Jerusalem this place where men ought to worship. Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mount nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Yea, worship ye, Salaki, ye worship ye know not what."
He said, "Ye worship ye know not what, man." You know, and that's going back to her little demon idols that she worshiped. But it's also talking about with these niggas, man, because they really are not worshiping Yahweh Shai. Because why? It says to worship Yahweh Shai, you have to follow these scriptures, man. He that believeth on me, as the scripture had said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, which is truth, man. That eternal truth. So these guys essentially are not worshiping Yahweh Shai, and they say it. Then if you're not worshiping Yahweh Shai, guess what? You're not worshiping who you ignorantly call God, the Most High, which you guys just coined them like that's his name. Yes, he's the Most High, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai does have a name, man. You know? Go ahead.
And it says, ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
There you go.
Yeah, so basically, the elect is going to understand what they're really worshiping. Like the rest of you people out there, all right, starting with you 2/3 and the rest of you heathens, you have no clue what you're really worshiping, man. You claim to worship the Most High, God, Jesus, etc., but you really don't know what the Most High is about, which his name is Yahweh, and his son's about, which his name is Yahweh Shai. You really don't know what it's about, okay? Only the elect understand. They're the ones who are given the gift of faith, the gift of understanding, okay? You can't buy that. You can't sit there and just, try to obtain that, no matter how hard you try. Because as the brother said earlier, it's all about the elect, okay? When it comes down to the nation of Israel, man. I'm going to keep reading verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Okay, so hey, that's what's coming right now. Hey, the true worshipers are coming right now. But a lot of you, hey, what does it say in the scriptures? Many are called, but few are chosen. A lot of you are called, yeah, to know you're Israelite. Hey, even to practice some of the laws, not eat pork, grow your beard, wear a head wrap if you're a woman, etc. But guess what? A lot of you aren't chosen. Because a lot of you are about the flesh. You're carnal. You're not really doing this thing in sincerity and in truth and indeed. Okay? And it says, for the Father...
Yeah, I was going to say one quick thing. They're not really doing it in truth, man. And like you said, the Lord can call you there, but it doesn't mean that you're chosen. For the simple fact, we have our elder of our camp. He heard that he was Israelite by who? By fucking Farrakhan. And look what he's doing. He got a shaved ass face teaching about fucking Muslim and the Islamic belief, man. So it could have been a guy or a lady that they could have either said they was Israelite, shit looking fucking Kodak Black bitch ass. You said he was Israelite. He could have just said that just for the elect to hear it, man. Or you got people that even push the actual name that's not really in it, man. They not, and I'm gonna just call it that. They sometimes some of these guys out on the highways, man, doing it. Some of these guys could even be in our camp. They could just be there for the moment to wake up the elect, man. Because the whole thing is sometimes Jake takes shit for face value instead of the actual eternal value. Jake is too external with seeing shit, man. Reason why the Lord does show signs because we in the flesh, but Jake get too into it sometimes, man. Go ahead.
And it says, the Most High, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
In spirit and in truth, man. And there's the breakdown, man. When we break down these scriptures, guess what? We break it down in spirit and in truth, man. So that we may speak to the elect. Because like the scripture says, my sheep know my voice, man. And just because you're out there with a Bible or you're on Instagram with a Bible, it don't matter how young you are. I'm going to put emphasis on that shit. Because niggas is like, shit, I came in this truth when I was 17. You don't see me gloating, man. It ain't shit, man. This is something like, what about the other past years that you did know the truth, man? It ain't shit, man. No matter how old, how young you are, it's about practicing the truth. That simple as that. Jake always got to put a fucking gimmick on shit, man. Just do what you're supposed to do, man. What does Corinthians say? Corinthians 12 and 13, man. For this is the whole duty of man. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what's gonna prolong your life, man. Like we said time and time again, it's no snuff Yahweh or Yahweh Shai's nose. It's nothing for them. It's for your benefit.
I got John 6 and 63 real quick. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And that's the spirit, man. These words, man, the scriptures, the scriptures, all right? And it's not just about, knowing, you reading the scriptures, you can quote scriptures. What does it say in Proverbs 4:7? With all thy getting, get understanding.
That's right.
And I forget where it's at too. It talks about applying the scriptures, man. Okay? You have to apply what you are reading. Because what's the point? I've been using this for some time now. You have a manual book on how to build, let's just say, a refrigerator. You can read the manual book from front to back several times. You can quote stuff. But guess what? If you're not applying what's said in that manual book, you can't build that fridge, man.
Well, I got 2 quick precepts for you.
Come on.
This is
Hold up. What is
Romans 2:13.
Romans 2:13. 2:13. God, what the hell? I got Genesis. How the hell did that come up? That was bugged out.
This you could just tap it at the top.
It's all good. For some reason, I like it like this. 2:13.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good scripture.
It says, "For not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified."
So yeah, you gotta be a doer of the law, man. Okay. And doing it, I gotta keep emphasizing this. Doing everything with proper discernment. That's a huge thing, man. It tells you in Proverbs 1 that it talks about discernment, basically, man. I forget where it's at. It's like in the beginning of verses. It talks about that discernment, man. Okay.
And this is one thing I would say to brothers, man. Fuck the other guys for right now, but it's about learning when to speak, man. And that's something I'm trying to get seasoned in as well, man, because I can get better. But it's that's something I'm trying to practice while I preach. Learning when to speak, man. That because the tongue really is. It's a member. It has so much fire, man. It goes, man. You just gotta. Sometimes you have to control what you say. You have to dabble in your heart before you can let things loose, man. And I'll get this James 1:22.
James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Yeah, it says be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, man. Because you know what? Going back to these whole Instagram cats, man, don't be an Instagram cat, man. Don't be a Facebook Israelite, man. Because guess what? That's just it's like seeing a fucking Facebook couple or Instagram couple. We know half that shit's not even real, man. They're doing it for the attention, man. Whether they know it or not, man. They're doing it for the views or the likes. Or even they're not doing it for the views or the likes, man. They're posting it to be seen. This whole thing ain't even about that, man. If you truly believe in the Lord or the Most High, you don't give a fuck about looking embarrassed. You don't give a fuck about what people think of you. Because guess what? People will continue to think what the hell they think at the end of the day, man. It's about you being saved. You got to really ask yourself, am I doing the right things to make me get saved, man? I'm doing some extra shit that's not going to make me get saved. And I'm not doing enough to what's going to have me get saved, man. Jake do too much and yet too little.
What was that Samuel's though?
I got it right here. Samuel's 15th chapter.
What was it, 15?
Yeah, you can start at you could start at like the 3rd or the 4th verse and then skip on down.
1 Samuel 15:3?
Yeah.
Am I reading that right?
Yeah, because that's what happened with Amalek. Go. Yeah, you got it.
1 Samuel 15:3. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Where should I go?
4th verse.
Alright, verse 4. And Saul gathered the people together, and numbered them in Telaim, if I'm pronouncing that right, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah.
Okay, let's skip on down.
Alright, to where?
13. Because you know what? There was Samuel speaking to Saul in the 3rd verse, man, telling him what to do. Yeah, verse.
I don't know why this does this, man.
You can go to 12 or 13.
It's a lot, yeah. Verse 13 now. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of the Lord Yahweh. I have performed the commandments of Yahweh.
That's just like a nigga. No one, it's like, bro, I got it right. I did it, man. I did it. Go ahead, bro. It's a nigga for that shit.
Kind of wish I go to.
It's from 13 to 14. Just read on with that.
Verse 14, and Samuel said, What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear?
He heard the damn animals. And he's like, what the fuck? How did you perform the word of the Lord? You even do everything I said, man. Go ahead.
Just keep going to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahweh thy power, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
Keep going.
Then Samuel said unto Saul, Stay, I will tell thee what the Lord Yahweh has said to me this night. And he said unto me, Say on. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And Samuel said, When thou was little in thy own sight, was thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And Yahweh anointed thee king of Israel?
Keep going up.
And the Lord Yahweh sent thee on a journey, and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore thou didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh, but didst fly upon the soil, and didst evil in the sight of Yahweh.
He didn't even do what the Lord had told him to do, man. He wasn't supposed to bring back the sheep, the oxen, and especially them goddamn fucking crackers, man. You know? Which is these fucking fake ass Jews that stole our heritage, man. All he had to do was do exactly what the Lord said, which was destroy every fucking thing, no matter how he felt about it, you know, no matter what he wanted to do. But this nigga wanted to bring back things for sacrifices, man, and these fucking crackers for service, man. Sounding a lot like fucking nicking the dicks on the goddamn corner, man. Ain't gonna be no fucking no employee Edomites. Nah, it's gonna be slaves, hardcore fucking bondage, man, in the kingdom. But I digress from that and get back on topic, man. This nigga did some shit that he wasn't supposed to do, trying to be all extra and shit, man. Like you niggas do on the ground, man. And then be breaking down shit extra wrong, man. It's like saying shit like fucking you guys be any video that you do happen to make, if you do make a video, you guys say things like fucking Job was not an Israelite, or he was an Edomite. Like bugs out ass shit, man. Shit that had of ill profit that's gonna be detrimental to your ass, man. You know? Go ahead, alright.
Verse 20. I'm gonna read 23. Verse 20. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh, and have gone the way which Yahweh sent me, and I have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoil, and sheep, and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto Yahweh thy power in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Hath Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
That's like a nigga getting the scripture tatted on him or something, man.
Oh my God.
Or the name tatted on him. Just dumb shit, man. Shit the Lord didn't ask you to do. What you say you honoring him by doing that, and it's like the opposite of what he asked, man. You know, or
that extra shit, bro.
A woman prophesying, the opposite of what he asked. I just want to honor my Lord. You're not honoring him by doing that, whether you think it or not. You know, he wants you to shut the fuck up and fucking cook your man to dinner. In that order, man. Like, you know, I wouldn't have to be the asshole to say it if you just did it, or if Esau didn't set these damn women up this way. you know? Or if niggas wasn't so fucking stupid, man, we wouldn't have to be the assholes to say it, man. But we have to be the assholes, man. You know, because we want to be saved. And Lord asks us to do this, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 23, for rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity of idolatry.
It says that stubbornness is as the iniquity of idolatry, man. So you guys, man, hey, man, you know what? You picked up that, you say you picked up the plow to want to do this work. Man, you better be in stored for a few scrapes and blisters on your hand by getting cut by brothers that's going to correct you, man. You know? Because even the scripture says, man, let scourges and whips be for the hand of an evil servant, man. And you know what? Through the Spirit, we whipping you evil servants for the Lord, man, to correct you, man. This is for your fucking correction, man. And if you can't accept it, to hell with you. I mean, we told you once, man. We ain't got to tell you again. You know, it says, let us tell you once or twice for an admonishment, man. And then after that, we reject you, man. Because this is the love, man. After this, if you don't get it, let that be on your own head. You know, let the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Yahweh Shai and the blood going out throughout all the prophets unto this day be upon your own head, man.
And it says, because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. You know, okay, what's that one though? Where it talks about the Lord looks on the outward man, or it's like the inward man instead of the outward man. I wanted to get that real quick too. But yeah, but like I'm going to read that again, 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as the iniquity of idolatry.
It's the next chapter, actually.
And you know, a lot of you cats out there, man, you don't really obey what's written, man. A lot of you don't go out, I got it. A lot of you don't go on the highways and byways. A lot of you prophesy literally lies and deceit. All right? And that's a rebellion and witchcraft. Just do what's commanded of you. It's really simple. Yes, it's hard at times. You get chastisement.
Right.
But it's really simple. It's not a hard thing. Because what does it talk about, man? The simplicity in Yahweh Shai, man. You know? What is that? 16 and what?
16-7.
Yeah. This is 1 Samuel 16:7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on the countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. And that's a lot of you guys, man. You try to look good in front of people, in front of men, in front of, you know, the congregation. But the Lord doesn't care about the outward man. He wants to, he looketh on the inward man, okay? He looketh on the heart. I'm talking about your mind. He wants that pure heart, man.
That's right.
All right? And a lot of you don't have that. A lot of you really don't have it. You're just doing this for show. It's for, you know, eye service, man. That's it. When this stuff starts getting really hectic out here, you're not gonna you're not gonna do what's commanded of you. What does it say in the scriptures in 2nd Ezra? It talks about basically when all these trials and tribulations come. Was it 16 and 70 when, you know, Esau shall come in like a madman, sparing none. Talks about that, but I think in verse like 74 it talks about, it says then you're gonna know who are the Lord's chosen, man.
Hey, well, that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna say this. That's one of the reasons why the breakdown of the whole family thing and in these other camps, man. That's one of the reasons why they couldn't handle coming into GMS, because we preparing you for that day, man. We preparing you for where people won't like you. Well, when your family might leave you. You know, because it's just like if your family dies or betrays you, man. And this is scripture, man. You know, we preparing you for that day. Y'all not gonna be able to hang in that fucking day, man. Y'all can't, like, the things that we say are harsh. Nah, bro, these are just words. They're spiritual words, reasons why you feel them and they cut, man. But in that day, man, it's gonna be fucking hectic, man. It's gonna be too much. You know, you gotta be prepared to lose every fucking thing, man. And not give a fuck, man. You have to be in a not give a fuck mode, man. You know? Only just thinking about the Lord preserving you, man. You have to be a let go type of man with a peaceful mind. And to do that, hey, man, like, who's it? Nicodemus? it was probably a disciple that said it unto Yahushua, man. How is this possible, Lord? He says, well, man, this is impossible, man. With Yahweh Yahushua, everything is possible. So you really gonna have to have the Lord with you in that day, you know. And it's coming out more and more, especially with these preppers, man. They say they was like, man, you gonna need to hand the guy, because most of these Edomites, and some of them might be confused in the face. They actually know what the fuck is about to pop, man. Go ahead.
That's right, man. So basically, that's it, man. You know, a lot of you, Instagram prophets, man, you're not gonna make it, man. Okay, you Facebook prophets, and we just wanted to get out, basically just get on you people, man, because we see it all the time. But there's gonna be a time where, look, the internet's gonna be shut off. All right, you going from, house to house, so to speak. Whatever. You running your daily errands, it's going to end soon. So you better get right and do this really for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and not for eye service. All right?
Right.
And with that, we're just going to end the lesson there, and we're going to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to our apostle and our elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to Yakim out there. Shalom.
Shalom.